longer. So you could enjoy a leisurely lunch and come back and still probably be comfortable that we will not come out of closed session.
Thank you, Mr. Barr. I know you.
We know each other.
And I know Elliot very well, and I was subject to many of his legal updates when he was the district attorney in Bernalillo County. And very informative and very well done. Very good. You should be proud. My name is Paul Heh, O-H-E-H, if you like. A little bit about myself. I started my law enforcement career in Hobbs, New Mexico in the 1980s. Was there for approximately 6+ years. I was recruited by Albuquerque PD in 1987, where I joined the police department in Albuquerque, and since 2011, over 24 years while I retired. So 30+ years in New Mexico, I'm proud to say. The reason I'm here today is because I recently, this past election, ran for mayor of the city of Albuquerque. Didn't work out well for me, but at least I ran. And as I ran, the constant question that the people of this community asked me over and over and over again was, what about Mary Hahn's death? Mary Hahn, I'm sure you all know, is a civil rights attorney. Her death was ruled a suicide. She was found dead in her home in November 18th of 2010. People would ask me, what are you guys hiding? What's the police department hiding? We all know it wasn't a suicide. We all know what went on there. And they'd all tell me their versions of what they had heard. The police department in Albuquerque has lost the trust of the citizens of this community. They're being faced with a takeover by the United States Justice Department. For me, Albuquerque Police Department is my second home. It hurts me to the core to see this going on. At request of the family's attorney for Mary Hahn, the Attorney General of the state of New Mexico, Mr. Gary King, did an investigation into her death. And his investigation came out this past summer. And in his investigation, he stated that because of the gross misconduct of the top administration of the Albuquerque Police Department and officials, top officials of the city of Albuquerque, it is very unlikely that it will ever be determined exactly how Ms. Hahn died. Ms. Hahn's family deserves more, and this community deserves more. None of these police officers that trampled through that crime scene, top brass of this department, that anybody that would graduate from the Academy 101 in crime scene preservation or evidence collection would have done what they did. And none of them have been held accountable. And gentlemen, this is where it stops. When the top administration is not held accountable, it starts filtering down. And then you start having your problems with the rank and file.
Mr. Heh, if I may, maybe I'm confused. What does this have to do with the Law Enforcement Academy Board? I'm confused. It seems like you're on a dissertation about the leadership of EPD and their rank and file. I don't understand.
Let me answer your question. The leadership of the APD is the ones that trampled through that crime scene. None of them have been held accountable for doing that. None of them. None of their certifications have been put up for review. Or if any other officer would have done that, what they did, they would have probably been terminated, and rightfully so. And their certifications would have certainly been sent to you for review, and rightfully so.
I only suppose that's a matter of opinion, and I don't have anything in front of me in the form of an LE 90. Mr. Vice Chair, is this appropriate for the board to hear? I'm not sure if I'm new to this board. But...
No, Chief DeSantis does raise a good point, Mr. Heh. The board is the Law Enforcement Academy Board, and we're our main focus is education through our academies, and then there's other cases that come before us. so what you're talking about is a topic that's outside the scope of what the law enforcement academy does. And, you know, we want to give everybody their time. But as Chief Cassettes has pointed out, it's the inappropriate forum, and frankly, your time is up. You've
If
reached
I
the
may
5
ask
minute-
one question.
Sure.
If you don't look into the improper actions of tough grass, no matter what department it is, who does?
Well, see, the Law Enforcement Academy Board is not an investigatory body. We're really an administrative body. And we do, as I told you, we do the curriculum in our academies. We manage the academies through our director. We do misconduct of individual officers. The points you're raising are just outside the scope of what we do.
Okay, gentlemen, I won't give up. I will leave by your own agenda of October the 23rd of 2012. I think a way between the Attorney General and the Office of the Director, when you don't receive notice of an LEA 90, it is incumbent upon you or the Attorney General to take action. That's by your own meeting notice
Okay, well,
on
thank
October the 12th.
you.
Thank you, gentlemen. Have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you. The next person in line is Pat Mooney. I don't see him here, or am I missing something? The next person is an unapplied, is a gentleman by the name of Ken, no last name. Is Ken here? No. And finally, we know L.A. Goodman is left. Are you L.A. Goodman?
No, sir, I'm not Elliot. I'm just, in preparation of when you say, is there anybody else?
No, thank you. So I guess we're past the public comments portion. We're into the certification portion. Item number 38 is ratification of certifications for law enforcement officers. And Mr. Director, can you provide a list of persons for us that you would like us to certify?